Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You've got this. So, today I want to talk about how God answers prayers because I think most of us mistakenly believe that we pray to God and He's going to answer our prayers and everything will be flowers and roses and everything will be just fine. And that's not how it always works. So, I think I am living testimony to that. So, about 2 years ago, I started looking up my old friends on Facebook. These are childhood friends I grew up with, just because I had a curiosity as to what had happened to the people back in my hometown where I grew up in. And I came across this one girl who I had known since childhood, and I started following her because she was such a different person than what I remember. She was doing YouTube videos, well, Bible studies on YouTube. She was posting inspirational Bible verses on her Facebook, and her entire Facebook was full of Jesus. And I envied that because I saw that she had such an enthusiasm for the word. And she was not living an easy life. Her mother had died. Two of her sisters had recently passed away due to cancer. And even in spite of all the heartbreak going on in her life, she can maintain a positive attitude. And I wanted that because I didn't feel I had it. And so I started following her almost on a daily basis. And that was about 2 years ago. Now, 2 years ago, I also began to read the Bible on a daily basis. Every day I read the verse of the day, and I also read a chapter in the Bible. So, one of the things once I came across this woman, I started to pray for that same peace of mind, that same light I saw in her, because I wanted what she had, and I knew I didn't have it, but I wanted it. And I didn't know how to get it, so all I could think of is I'm going to pray for it. And I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I wasn't getting any answers. Now, if you saw my previous video, you know that on September 14th, I was dealt an awful blow due to cheating. My significant other cheated on me, and on September 14th, I found out. And it was devastating. It knocked me to the ground. I was at my lowest. I was depressed. And if you've ever been through a cheating situation, you know that it is the most awful experience a person can have. And so, in that moment, um, I didn't know what to do, and so I was hoping uh, for a reconciliation, because in my mind I was willing to forgive. But the cheater chose to leave, and of course I was left devastated. So on the third day, after I cried and cried and cried, I contacted friends and I asked them, please pray for me. I'm going through this awful situation. I need you guys to pray for me. And they did. And in a short amount of time, I would even say days, I saw a new perspective on life. I received that peace of mind that I had been longing for. Instead of turning away from God during a time that I could question Him and say, why, God? Why? I'm trying. For 2 years, I've been trying to do what's right. I've been doing all the right things. I've been reading the Bible. I've been trying to treat people right. And yet, here I have this horrible situation that just happened to me. But when those women started to pray for me, I received a peace of mind, and it's as if the veil had been lifted from my eyes, because I suddenly saw the cheater in a different light, and I came to the realization that this was not the person for me. It should have never been the person for me. And I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to choose this person, or maybe he chose me. And so it was an awesome experience. And in a relatively short time span, I started feeling a lot better. Now, today is only November 10th, and it is less than 2 months, and I'm doing great. Um, the experience was awful, but I'm doing pretty good considering. A lot of things have happened, and if you look at my videos, you will see how I got here. But it is truly uh, through the power of prayer and Jesus that I can actually be here and be pretty happy, because it was very devastating to me, and I didn't know how I was going to get through this experience. But I'm here. I'm positive. Uh, I can only say through the power of prayer, I have a whole new perspective on life. I feel good about myself. In this relationship, I had become quite isolated. I was not even me anymore, because early on, uh, I had tried just being me, meaning uh, going with friends for lunch or doing activities without him, because that's what we do. You know, we're not attached to the hip. We should each live independent lives and then live a life together as a couple. But that didn't happen for me, because I realized that every time I went out or tried to do something on my own, and I came home and I got the cold treatment, and while he didn't forbid me from doing things, his attitude and how he treated me when I did try to do things without him, I could tell that I should not be doing things. I should just be sitting home waiting for him. And that's what I did. Eventually, that's what I did. I stopped doing everything I used to do. I basically sat home, and I didn't realize until he left how unhappy I had truly been, because I didn't do anything. I literally came home from work and I sat and I waited for him. And in my mind, I thought I was okay. I was content. And until he left, that's what I truly realized. Wow, I was in a I was in a fire pit. I was in a fire pit, and Jesus literally came and lifted me out. I did not even realize I was in the fire pit. I thought I was okay, and until he left, and until these women prayed for me, that's when I truly realized how sad my life had become and how unhappy I was. And I certainly didn't have peace of mind. And now I have peace of mind. I'm doing the things I enjoy. I can go to church, because that was one of the things I was not able to do during that relationship. And so I'm able to go to church. I'm able to see friends when I want to, and I'm okay. And I didn't realize that relationship had truly changed me, and I was so unhappy, and my whole demeanor has completely changed, and I feel like I'm like that woman that I was hoping to be, the friend, childhood friend that I'd known for a long time. I feel now I know where she's coming from. Because are things perfect in my life? Absolutely not. So don't think that if you pray, um, it's going to be all roses, because I prayed and God did answer my prayers, but I had to go through an awful experience. There was a lot of tears, but look at the outcome. I don't think I would trade this outcome for anything, because it was a hard road traveled, but look at all I've gained. I have become a different person. I'm happy. I have peace of mind. And most of all, I have the love of Jesus in my heart. And also, I don't hate this person. I hate what he did. I hate the action, but I don't hate him. I don't resent him. I don't feel hatred. I don't feel anger. I pray for him every day that he may come to know the peace of mind I have, that he may come to salvation, that he may enjoy Jesus the way I am enjoying him today, because I think he is truly broken. I think a person who cheats has to be broken. There's things you don't do to another person. There's the right way to do things, and he certainly didn't do it the right way. And on top of that, he did it with another married woman. So 2 families were broken as a result of that cheating, and he can't be a happy person. So I pray for him, and I lift him up to Jesus every single day, and I don't hate him. And so I just want you to know that God does answer prayers. It might not turn out just the way you want it, but the result is always the right result, because Jesus doesn't make mistakes. So just know, and he is faithful to you. Continue praying, and you will get the answers. You will get the right answers. Not maybe the answers you want, but you'll get the right answers. You've got this.